What is up? It's Kev, the audio guy, with a first look at Native Instruments GR5 Pro 6. Now this is the first of two videos. In the first video, I'll do a side-by-side comparison of what's changed and what's new. And the second video will be a no-talking playthrough, listening to just the presets. All right, let's get into it. All right, I've got GR5 and GR6 side by side. So we already see a new look and new graphics. Now this carries through for the existing components and many of the function controls. So let's just move through the interface and get a look again at what's new and what's different. All right, on GR6, starting in the upper left, right here, these three dots open up a pull-down file menu. The file menu has pretty much replaced the old options tab that existed right here in GR5. So let's click on it and open it. And we see File, Edit, and Help. All right, the File section. Let's go into it. It is mostly preset management. There's an import option that allows you to import a single preset, or if you select Preferences, select it. And let's select the library. You can import an entire bank of GR5 presets. Now, I've made a ton of presets in version 5, so this is one of the first things I tested, and thankfully, it works well. Other items in this window are options to reset or rescan your preset library. And in the bottom, there's path locations right here for your reflector impulse responses. If you check the Show Legacy Components button here, an additional component called Cabinets and Mics will appear in your component list. Okay, next, I'll click MIDI right here. And these are settings for global MIDI channel selection, which I'm assuming is more for people who use MIDI pedal boards. And I'll click General right here. And there's some default options for scroll wheel behavior and a tick box to default the new ICM amp models to mono. Let's close this and let's return to that main menu. Okay, the Help menu has direct access to launch the Native Access app, the user manual, and other Native Instruments resources on the web. Next, the Edit menu is just standard edit functions. Cut, copy, paste. All right, let's close this. Okay, next, right here is the Browser Show Hide icon. This is the new icon to hide the browser tab. So click on it, and the tab goes away, and click it again, bring it back. In GR5, that tab exists right here. Okay, right up here, View Options. Now this is new. I'll click here, and a window opens with resizing options, and I can save my size preference as a default. There's also a draggable sizing tool right down here. So I can just kind of click on this and drag up and down. Okay, input controls right up here. There is now a dedicated button to select stereo inputs. So if I click on this, when stereo is selected, any components that operate in true stereo will automatically default to that mode. Input meters and input level is the same. The noise gate option is still here, but now there's an automatic noise gate option. You can click right here. I'll click on it, and it will automatically detect a level of any incoming noise and automatically set the threshold accordingly. Output meters, output level adjustment, limiter, CPU usage, on-off button, all the same. Okay, taking us right over to here. Preset up and down buttons, they're the same. There's the addition right here of a random button. When pressed, it will randomly select a new preset. Well, it's kind of cool, I guess, if you're experimenting and you like surprises. Next, the Save and Save As controls are right here. They're icons now. And there's a new button right here for macros. I'll click it. And assignable macro buttons appear. Now, this is really useful. All right, we'll just close this. Tape deck pre and post are the same. Tuner, metronome, and preset volume are the same. Now this paperclip icon right here, this activates the global effect, which seems to be an improved version of GR5's master effect. Actually, just slide down, take a look at that. All right, so in GR5, there's master effect, and right here, there's global effect. And it's open right there. Next, the clear rack and the minimize buttons have a new look. I gotta say, it always scares me a bit when I see an icon that looks like a trash can. All right, watch this. I'll double click a preset to load it. And okay, I'll click clear rack. So the preset goes away, but the name is still there. So it kind of gives me that feeling of, okay, did I just blow out a preset? Okay, the reality is you didn't, because if I double click here, it reappears, so everything's fine. All right, let's get rid of this and let's close our global effects. Okay, moving on to presets and preset browsing right over here. Now, a lot of ways to browse presets. As before, right here, I can type a name into a search field. I can also browse by my categories here. So watch this. I'll click Input Sources, and I see my options. Now, this category alone is brilliant because the manufacturer acknowledged the Guitar Rig 6 is also a multi-effect that can be used with anything, not just guitars. But I'll click the Guitar tab and minimize it, and guitar is still there. Nice. I'll click Effects Types and select Amps and Cabinets, minimize it, still there. Next, I'll select Characters Clean, minimize it, Amplifiers, Tweed Delight, and last but not least, let's go to Genres and Blues and close it. I now have 2 presets left in my results right here. Okay, let's say these are my 2 favorite blues presets and I want to save them as my blues favorites. Right up here are 8 colored dots. Each dot represents a page of favorites. Okay, so I'll go back to my presets, I'll select it, and I'll actually right click and select cyan. Same for this preset, right click, select cyan again. And I'll single click on my categories to clear them. So now, if I want to go to my blues favorites, I click on the cyan dot, and there they are. And again, I have 8 pages of favorites. All right, let's just reset these tags. Next is user presets. All right, right up here, this is the user icon. I'll click it, and I see my user presets. There's only one right now. If I select it, and I click right down here on this letter I, an info window opens. Okay, in this window, I can add tags and custom text, all of which is searchable. Okay, watch this. Right here in the author tag, I'll enter K tag, K of the audio guy, press return, and we see the author info updated right here. I'll close this window. And in the search field, I'll enter K tag. And there we are. Let's clear this. And let's move on to components. Click components here. And I'll click components in Guitar Rig 5. Now in Guitar Rig 5, to view amps, you click on the amplifier tab, and there they are. Guitar Rig 6 is similar. Just click on amplifiers, and it shows just the amps. Notice also that the tabs are arranged in the same order as before. Right here I see amps, cabinets, delay and echo. Over here, amplifiers, cabinets, delay and echo. Now to view a component preset, you now select the component and click right down here on this I, and the list appears. So now all components and any associated text can now be searched right up here in this search field. For example, if you remember the name of a component preset but can't remember the component, just type in the name. I'll type in Jangle. And there we are. All right, let's clear this. Let's go ahead and set this guy back up here. Expand our window a bit. Okay, last but not least, here's some of the new components and added features. Under amplifiers, Bass Invader, Chicago, and Fire Breather are all brand new amp models. Let's close this. Under cabinets, Matched Cabinet Pro is a new model. Let's close this one. Under distortion, Bite and Dirt are new distortion boxes. Let's close this. Under EQ, Solid EQ has been added to Guitar Rig 6. And this is cool. This is that new SSL-based EQ. I'll close this. Next, under modulation, Choral, Flare, Flanger Chorus, and Freak, and Phases have been added. All right, let's close these. Under modifiers, Envelope and LFO existed before, but now they have the addition of sidechain inputs. Let's close this. Next, under reverb, RC24, RC48, and ROM reverb have now been brought into Guitar Rig 6. This is huge. These are amazing reverbs. And last but not least, under tools, surprisingly, Loop Machine has gone away. I'm kind of surprised at that decision, but nevertheless, it has been removed. All right, that wraps up my first look at Guitar Rig 5 versus Guitar Rig 6. Again, my next video will be a first listen to Guitar Rig 6. Thanks so much for watching, and please subscribe.